Hey guys, it's me. I had a revelation about confidence that I want to share with you guys. As you guys know, this is a general psychic reading. This is what the collective needs to know. So if you're like, is this a psychic reading? Yes, it's very channeled. I was sitting down to read my Bible in my bed where I'm most comfortable and creative because my back always hurts. You'll never catch me sitting. I'm always laying down because my back hurts all the time. So I have a channel message for the collective, and it's about confidence. So as you guys know, your life is an experiment, and you should never listen to one spiritual guru talk about, whatever, and then take it as your facts on your life. You should always experiment with your own life and see what works for you, because one person's ideals doesn't necessarily mean that their ideals match your life. It's good to listen to spiritual gurus because some people have more wisdom than you because they've lived more life than you and they can inspire you. But at the end of the day, your life is your own science experiment. And I had a revelation about confidence and how to be confident. I think a lot of the times in this world, we want to be greater than what we are. All of us do. We might look at ourselves and we might be like, damn, I'm not pretty enough. I'm not at the level of talent I want to be at. I'm not as charismatic or smooth as I want to be. We always seem to feel deficient. And I think we see where we're deficient, especially when we see someone else who's more beautiful than us, or we see someone else who's smoother in front of the camera, or we see someone else who's better with the ladies or better with the men, or we see somebody else who's clearly more efficient in the things we wish we were efficient in. And, I think that we wish that we could just be better. What if confidence is just going, you know what? I could be more charismatic. I could be more creative. I could be more beautiful. But instead of waiting to love myself when I become those things, I'm just going to decide right now I am good enough. I'm just going to decide right now that I'm going to be confident even before I get the boob job. Even before I lose the weight. Even before I learn to be more talented and charismatic in front of the camera. You know what? I'm just going to love myself right now and just be fully confident in this is where I'm at right now. Am I going to improve with time? Yes. Guys, each day you do things, you get better. Each day you do whatever it is you do, whether you're a painter, whether you're a writer, whether you're a creator, whether you're a musician. Each day, with experience, you're naturally going to improve, especially if you're always learning. If you're not always learning shit, then maybe not. You should always be reading a book, taking an online course, or doing something to expand your knowledge. And if you're doing that with practical application in your life, you're going to improve. But what if you just stop trying so hard to be this ideal version of yourself and then trying to insecurely be greater than what you are? Trying to be larger than life, trying to fit something where you don't feel like you fit the shoes, and just be like, you know what? I'm just going to be confident knowing that I'm kind of mediocre. I'm going to be confident knowing that I could be better, I could be prettier, but I'm just going to choose to be confident and choose to say that what I am is enough. And I feel like that's the secret to life, guys. If you just choose to realize where you are right now is enough, you don't have to wait to put yourself out there. You don't have to wait to write a book. You don't have to wait to start a YouTube channel. You don't have to wait to start modeling. You don't have to wait to start posting shit. Just doing it, going, yeah, I could be better and I'm going to improve, but where I am is enough right now. Because, I think, guys, that sometimes we want to be like such a great version of ourselves that we'll shove ourselves into a destiny that's not our own. Did you know that, guys? Like, you might want to be great so bad. You might want to be something so bad that you're going to shove your feet into shoes that are way too small for you. And I feel like the secret to life is being able to be in joy and accepting yourself and knowing that if you're in that, you're going to attract the right things. And it might take a lot of faith because you're releasing control. But guys, your life is manifested based on your vibration, right? Be in the vibration of joy. Be in the vibration of doing what makes you happy. Be in the vibration. If you're feeling miserable in your purpose, like if you're feeling drained and miserable and depressed and you hate who you are, you're not manifesting opportunity for yourself. You're not manifesting the right people. You're not manifesting the right people to love you. You're not manifesting the right career. You're not manifesting the right opportunities. Because you are fucking miserable trying to be something you think you should be. And this is for my purpose-driven people out there. This is the revelation I have. We live in a time, guys, where self-acceptance is so rare. Really just reveling in yourself and who you are is so rare that that's enough to just let you stand out. And I think what's important, guys, what I was channeling from God tonight when I was reading my Bible and just journaling is you have to like yourself at the end of the day. If you don't like yourself, then that's a huge red flag. Like if you get like the ick over yourself, like in what you're doing and the persona you're putting out, the business you're creating, and you're just like, I just don't like myself. I watch my work and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I'm doing this like job and it's like what I should be doing. It's what people respect me for. It's what makes me money, but I just don't like myself. That is a huge red flag, guys. I'm speaking like I really feel this in my soul. Manifest. And I really never got this when I was on Adderall, when I was on drugs. I never got it. It was like when I loved myself enough to quit drugs, which was like a huge self-love thing. Because I was doing drugs to please others, essentially. I wanted to produce as much work. I wanted everyone to love me and be always working and as productive as I possibly could. So going off drugs was a radical act of self-love. And what I realized is what you want to manifest in your life is liking yourself. Like, don't manifest. If you're sitting here in your journal going, Dear Diary, I want people to think that I'm amazing and talented and sexy. You're already doing it wrong. You're already doing it wrong. The secret is be like, Dear Diary, I want to feel sexy. I want to feel good about my work. I want to feel like what I'm doing impacts others. I want to feel beautiful inside and out. I want to feel like what I'm doing matters. I want to like my work. If you manifest that first, everything else is going to follow. Because that's how you know you're in alignment with yourself, your higher self, and God. If you're manifesting like, I want other people to, see me as being super, artsy and talented and sexy and desirable, and I want them to see my art this certain way, you're already losing the manifestation game. You're already getting it backwards. That's the secret of what you need to know. And this life is manifested. You have the power to change your life right the fuck now. Everyone's going career path, please. What you don't understand is you have the power. If you're giving, and guys, I'm saying this with love. I'm saying this with fucking love because I have so much love in my heart for you guys. But if you're giving your power away to tarot cards, you're already losing. You're already going about life wrong. Life is a game of manifesting. And one of the reasons why I felt iffy about my purpose as a tarot reader is I noticed people giving away their power to the tarot cards, and I didn't feel right about it. Like predicting the future, if you're not actively manifesting, I can't do anything to help you. What you're doing is you're saying I'm a passive rider on this train, and I'm letting other people control my life. And if you're a passive rider, then how are you going to be a hero of your story, which you're meant to be? How? So I'm saying this with love, guys. I'm saying this with love. You manifest your reality. And, that's why I really I'm pulling away a lot from astrology and like tarot. Not because I don't believe in it. I do. I do believe in it. It's very real. But there's an element where I feel like a lot of people, especially with like Vedic astrology, I'm just going to be honest, they give away their power to the planets, and it's really like sad to watch. And is astrology real? Yes, it's definitely real. There's no like shit about it. But if you're giving away your power to the planets, you're already doing this wrong. It's already wrong. Listen, are there some things in life you don't manifest? Absolutely. I'm not one of those people that think you manifested your cancer. That's insane. That's literally insane. Because, okay, first of all, in some cases, maybe your mental illness did manifest cancer. But for a lot of people, they did not manifest it. They did not deserve it. Shit like that. I don't like to victim blame. There is some things that is God and some things that is destiny that you can't control. It's like Job in the Bible. How many of you guys have read Job in the Bible? Where Job was just getting shit on by God. Like God used Job as his personal toilet. Like he was like, Job, I'm gonna strip away all your money. I'm gonna strip away all of your friends. I'm gonna make you the town laughing stock. And I'm doing this to test your faith in me. So some things is just God. Some things you did not manifest. Some things are not your fault. But God gives you the power to manifest a lot of stuff in your life. You have control over a lot of things, guys. Some things you don't, but some things you do. So what I need you to do is start manifesting for 30 minutes a day in your journal. I'm a writer, so my shit is journaling. But some of you guys aren't writers. Some of you're visual artists. So go on Canva and start making a fucking vision board. Some of you guys, you're not even that. You're artists, you're singers. Start writing songs about how amazing you are and sing them every night. My weapon is writing. I'm a fucking writer. And I know this because I get very flowery in my head. So when I do, I know I'm a writer, guys, because I make life too. I romanticize the shit out of life. Who can relate? You're a writer when you can just make every mundane thing this flowery story. Oh yeah, I can go off. But what I'm trying to say is figure out what you are. Have that self-awareness. Are you a writer? Are you a musician? Are you a visual artist? Use your medium to manifest 30 minutes a day. And you might not have all the answers. You might be like, I don't know what I want. That's okay. Just put together shit that makes you feel good. Write about shit that makes you feel good. Like maybe you're like, I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't have a 10-year plan. That's fine. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just gather images that make you feel good about yourself. Gather images that make you feel happy and excited about your future. You don't have to have it all figured out. If you're a writer like me, write in your journal and you know, ooh, I just got the shivers. If you're a writer like me, write in your journal about how you want to feel. You know, my manifestation is, I want to be creative. I want to be creative. I don't want to have to worry about money and building a business. I don't want to be a girl boss. I want to be creative. So I'm like, God, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how the fuck it's going to happen, but I have so much trust and faith it's going to happen. And I just write about what it feels like. Like, I realize what I don't want. And guys, sometimes God will show you with your life what you don't want. Like, you'll get shit and you'll be like, I don't want this. I don't want this. This doesn't feel good. I do not want it. And there's going to be good and bad scenarios to everything in your life, even when it's a blessing. But if something in your life makes you hate yourself, like you don't like yourself because of the life you're in, like you fundamentally get the ick over yourself, that's how you know it's time to change seasons, it's time to change paths, and God was showing you what you don't want. When you get the ick over yourself. And sometimes, guys, the world is going to celebrate you for a version of yourself you don't like. And it's an act of powerful self-love to choose yourself. There are people in my life I know exactly how to act to make them love me, to gain their approval, and it felt really good at the time. But it's a radical act of self-love when you go, you know what, I can make you love me. I can make you accept me. But I'm choosing to love me instead. You know? That's how God teaches you self-love. So, and it's not work, guys. I don't want you to think manifesting's work. It's really not. It's just tapping into, trust and faith. And it's hard when you're anxious, like, oh my gosh, I need to have it figured out. I don't have it figured out. I try things and it never works out. And all I wanted was a Pepsi and just one Pepsi. Like sometimes it's hard, but it's just like every time in your life you look back on it, I'm pretty sure you saw God somehow, some way made it work out for you. And if you don't have a why for why you're doing something, like if there's no driving force about why you're doing something, like you don't care enough, that's not it, guys. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Would I ever consider coming out with a book? One day, if I wasn't on fight or flight and survival and I had the comfortability to sit down and write a book, yeah. How to get over a narcissistic person. Start taking responsibility for your life, and it's a waste of time to blame that person or get mad over the narcissistic individual. You can't change them. You can't change their behavior. The only thing that you can do is start realizing your own patterns and start positioning yourself in a winner position, an empowered position, and less in a I can't believe they did this to me. I can't believe this person was so narcissistic. It's a waste of time. The only thing you can change is yourself. So that's what I believe. I don't believe in going, I don't believe in like, someone was a narcissist, they were mean to me. I don't do that in my own life. I just let it go. And like, who cares? They're a narcissist, not my problem. I need to work on not attracting those kind of people anymore, So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to try to pin this for you guys who need guidance and you want to feel less alone and you just need a cool voice who's here for you when you feel lost.